Are you ready to break the spiral of old loops? Or will this Aries full moon pull you back into codependency? Tēnā tātou, kia ora e homa. So that's hi friends, welcome. I'm Carmel from Manifestors Unite, and next Tuesday, New Zealand time, 4:47 p.m, we'll have the Aries Rākaunui full moon, and this will open a powerful Aries Libra gateway. I'm going to speak to you about it here. This is a cosmic shifting point where loops of codependency can finally be broken. And in this video, you'll discover a little bit about the Aries full moon and how it activates the Āio Galactic Spiral and what that means. You'll find out about who is going to be impacted by this particular Aries full moon Libra sun, or if you're in the south, that's reversed. You'll find out about the difference between toxic loops, toxic loops in relationships and cosmic spirals, and how to spiral out of these patterns. And you'll find some practices that will help you get into the peace zone, Āio is how we like to say it, and to turn away from blaming others. You're going to find out a little bit about what happens during this time and how to break it. And behind all of this, we're going to be teaching the power of the universe in just one spiral, the radical peace that comes from within that is your path to freedom. So let's get into it. If you are born between this period of Libra, so that's basically October, the period we are in now, or if you're from Aotearoa, New Zealand, and you're born in early April, you're going to feel this the most. So Aries and Libra, that's the period of time that we're speaking about, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you a lot more about that. So if you're into Māori cosmology, if you want to understand the southern hemisphere galactic viewpoint, this helioastrology viewpoint, if you are spiritual, if you have the spirit of your ancestors flowing through you, you're wanting to up-level your ascension, then subscribe to this channel, because I give so much of a unique perspective. Like nobody on YouTube is talking about Māori cosmology, probably because most of the people aren't interested, they're running around in the matrix. But this is a unique perspective that actually draws upon thousands of years of Pacific navigation and fuses all these systems together, brings them into the Māori moon month, which is called the Maramataka, and just shares a little bit about our unique culture from the bottom of the earth. And half the time we get left off the map. So if this sounds like you, make sure to subscribe so that you get all the update videos. Cool. Okay, let's start. First point, if you're Aries or if you're Libra, particularly the middle degrees, and the degrees really matter, folks, whānau, then you will be hit by this Aries full moon. And down under, Aries is Libra and Libra is Aries, because when the northern hemisphere starts the zodiac year on the first day of spring, we're on the first day of autumn. So we're actually in spring down under here, which is the opposite. So that's how the reversals work. But if you're about 15 degrees of Aries or Libra, doesn't matter where, if you're in the south, 15 degrees of the disruptors, that's right in the middle. And this is disrupting in the realm of the self, the will, the ego, the unique vision, Aries, ruled by Mars, and the area of the higher self that is projected into relationships, being Libra. And so that is the first house and the seventh house in standard astrology. But I'm a galactic helio-astrologer with a Māori cosmology bent. So I'm going to explain how this works. And really it's just about fusing the polarities, fusing those things that are opposite to each other. So Aries and Libra are opposite each other. So in our culture, like many others, full moons are a time of high energy and full contrast. And this is such a big week. Like, if you don't know people who are not being affected by this, then you must be buried under a rock, because pretty much everyone that I know in my entire circle is going, what the hell, what's happening to my peace? Where is this chaos coming from? And really feeling it in the realms of relationships, and particularly those relationships that you have a codependency fix with. What does that mean? Codependency is when you are together because of need, as in we need to keep our assets together because we can't afford to separate them. We need to stay together because our children, and it doesn't matter how bad or toxic the relationship is, but we need to do this. And that is not a position of strength. That is a position of contrast. You need to do something because you're stuck in it. And there's a very, very powerful energetic force that is behind this, but particularly for Aries and Libra. I'm really feeling it for you, Aries and Libra. The way around this, and this is something that is really cool if you're from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the way to get around toxic codependency is to fuse the realms of Aries and Libra, to fuse the realms of your own independence, your own vision, meeting your own needs, creating your own peace, and then owning 100% the projections that show up in the relationships. And that doesn't mean that you have to stay wedded to those relationships. And by relationships, I don't just mean with people. Codependent relationships could be with your workplace. Codependent relationships can exist in the patterns of your eating, of your drinking, of your substance reliance, of your need for stimulation. These are all codependent relationships because you feel that the need is external to you as opposed to something that you create within. Libra is the balance within. Libra is the peace and the harmony that you create by doing what you love. That's the balance of Venus. And okay, yes, Venus is under the horizon. She's with the sun. So on Earth, we're not able to reach into that beautiful the beautiful position that we usually have when Venus is either the morning star or the night star. But what we do have, if you are up early, you will see the quality of rose gold light, like on my beach behind me. This is Rākaunui in Sumner, in Christchurch, down at the bottom of the earth in New Zealand. The quality of that pink light is what we are seeing at the moment with Venus next to the sun. And that theme of Venus with the sun, and the whole theme of Venus colours this month, this Māori moon month, the Maramataka month. Te Rimu, I'm getting it for a moment, that's the 5th month and it's governed by Venus. It's the only month of our Maramataka, and we generally have 12, sometimes in a 3-year cycle. We have to catch up here. We have that 13th Māori moon month, but this is the only Māori moon month, basically late September to October, Libra season, or Aries, Libra, New Zealand. It's the 5th month on the Maramataka, the moon month, and it's the only month that has a female planet guiding it. All of the other months, with the exception of February, have stars that are the triggers for the month. So this is a really important time for relationships. Again, repeating, if you're Aries or if you're Libra, this is really important. And the way that we can step into reaching this balance between the self and the needs of the self with the higher self and the balanced self is by reaching into the galactic spiral. And I know I talk about this a lot, but it's the truth. The galactic spiral exists. There are 10 stargates on Earth that relate to the positions of our galaxy. We're in a spiral galaxy. Around you in nature, there are spirals. You can even look at your thumbprint. Apparently there's 107 different kinds of thumbprints. But these thumbprints, at the heart, they have a spiral, just like our spiral galaxy. So using spirals is a way, like a spinning top, to fuse the opposites, to make the opposites merge with each other, to see that everything you create that is external to you, that you see as an opposition, and you reflect that through relationships in this period, and then cling to them just through need, not because of yourself. When you fuse, when you practice this assimilation, then you will come into balance. And that is the difference between a toxic codependent relationship and being a cosmic spiral. So if you're born on about the 15th of this period, October or April, then you are naturally the peace spiral. This period that is triggered by the Rākaunui, or the full moon, which is next Tuesday, is actually the Āio, which means the balance of the masculine and the feminine and the child coming together, and it's the balance of peace, and that is moving through chaos by knowing who you are, what moves you, and what you love. So and taking action. So that fuses both Mars and Venus and brings this into alignment, knowing that Āio, peace, is your natural state. Now, most people have no idea what I'm talking about. And if you listen to this and have no idea what I'm talking to you about, I'm going to make it real simple. To find peace, it's about finding what you love that takes you into a place of balance. Whether that is one deep breath, whether that is taking your shoes off and walking along the beach at sunrise or sunset, whatever that is, you can find balance within yourself. Meditation, dancing, twirling a stick, gardening, these are all practices that bring us into peace. One thing that can really aid you, and it really aids me, is looking at the stars, the Whetū Māori as we call them. And we've got a really amazing gateway that we can all see right now, and that is the Andromeda galaxy. So the Andromeda galaxy is this huge, big ecliptical galaxy that you can actually see with your naked eye if you go out at night or early in the morning. So that is another way of really reaching into the ancestral piece, really reaching into your DNA codes, firing up this galactic patterning that we all have, because we are in this body of light. We are in a moving galaxy, and everything wobbles and waves, and we are part of that. I know that sort of is a bit different than what most people are saying about the full moon, but it's really important that you understand that there is universal support in this spiral. So to recap, this is very important for you if you're Aries and Libra. Next Tuesday, this period as we lead into it, watch what is showing up for you in the realms of yourself, what's being tested about yourself and what you love and what you care for, and what is showing up for you as an opposition. Where are you dependent in your life, and where are you blaming others and not taking responsibility for your thoughts and your feelings that are showing up around you, particularly through these relationships? What toxic patterns do you have, and how do you balance them? How are you shifting into the greater awareness of yourself in this amazing galaxy, in this amazing universe, in this amazing world of Te Ao Marama, the world of light? So I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to subscribe and make the most of this time. Make the most of those early mornings, of your breath, of your body, of the things that you love, and reach into your natural state of peace.